What's up, everyone? Welcome back. This is a little bit different than what I normally do. So this is labeled as the breakdown video for Holssi from IU, and that is accurate. But the difference is the reaction video was done to her live performance from a 2024 concert. Now, this is all a request from our buddy Pops Reacts. Make sure you guys go check him out. Fantastic person, great channel. You guys will have fun over there. He runs an all request channel. But as far as this goes, this is my first time seeing the music video. But of course, if you've paid attention to what I just said, or you came from that other video, you'll know this is my second time hearing the song. So this breakdown video might be a little bit longer than the average. I'm not sure. Because since I've already heard the song, I am still going to be going through the lyrics, but I'm also going to be talking about things as they show up in the video that I want to see. So, yeah, I think that pretty much lays the groundwork for what we're doing with this particular one. And the reason we're doing it that way is because back when I was taking free requests, before I had to shut those down for just having too many, Pops had the music video in as a request, but recently for November, he had a sponsored request for the live clip, so I thought it'd be cool to put them both together, and he was cool with that. So one last thing is I am still sick from Christmas Eve, so I'll try to mute the mic when I cough, but if some coughs slip in, I apologize. But yeah, let's go take a look. Okay. Also, I found out while watching the live one that Holssi means dandelion seed. Just putting that out there. It might just mean seed, but it definitely meant dandelion seed in that song. This song. And you see it on the graphic too. Tweety, it's my mom's favorite character. So this spot right here, like, you notice she's in this rundown area, trash is piled up and everything, and the lyric right there says, "No, I refuse to take root on a ground too smooth," which, okay, we already know, based on if you know the language or if you've already heard it like I did, that this means that she's a dandelion seed, or at least that's the name of the song. And so a seed obviously has to take root to develop into a flower or a plant of any sort. And so we see this area, it's barren essentially, especially as far as a seed would be concerned. And so if she's not going to take root on a ground too smooth, it means she's not going to take the easy way out necessarily. Because it's not saying she can't, it's saying she refuses to do so. So as opposed to it being a potential victim of circumstances, this is she deliberately is seeking out challenges and maybe freedom. She's not seeking out rooting in to an easy path, and we see that obviously here again with this like concrete area with all the trash. Since I've already paused, though, the rest of verse 1 is going to be follow my lead, make a pretty cue, I will blossom in the sky by all means. What a tiny lit leader. It's actually funny because it's almost like she's calling us to follow her on this like journey of freedom. Like you pick a dandelion, you blow it, and allow all the little seed spores float away. In the live performance, we saw when she sings the line, make a pretty cue, all the female dancers lined up behind her. Not the dudes. The dudes were off dancing, doing their own other thing. But the ladies were all, forming a pretty line, a pretty cue. So I thought that was a nice touch on the live performance. But yeah, it's like the graphic. Let me go back and show you if I can find it. Right here, you see it's like the individual seeds are floating off, and it's like a line following them. Now in reality, you blow it and seeds disperse wherever, But this is essentially, follow the leader type of seed dispersal. She's adorable. Love that vibe too. So there you see her like disappearing into the seeds. So everybody has become like little dandelion seeds here. And they're like being scattered to the wind. Also, I really want to know where this is. Who has the giant inflatable Tweety? Also, that's her mascot, at least on the Winning album, if I recall correctly. Whatever. Anyway, so the chorus is pretty easy, so I'm going to do the pre-chorus and chorus together. So I'm a recklessly flying single spore, or in here it said single seed. Same thing in this context. Setting out on a different road. So again, we go back to that first line, or technically second line, where it's like she's not going to, blossom where it's too smooth. She's setting out for a different path. She's not settling for what's easy or what's already laid out before her. She wants to find her own way. Fly high to bloom, again referencing that line from before, I'll blossom in the sky. If anyone asks how I'm doing, send them the news. She has become a spore or a seed. So yeah, like let them know that I'm not bloomed yet, but I will, and I'm going to find my own way, and I will let the winds take me where they may. Chorus is just follow me, gonna go to win. Also, I'm not really sure what she means by that, other than just, winning at life, I guess, but the album was called The Winning, so I don't know if that has any relevance. Follow me, fly high to the top. You say who, I may fly. You say ho, then I fly. Follow me even without wings, because obviously the seed is light enough that the wind can carry it. Follow me, rise up into the air. You say who, I may fly. You say who, then I fly. All right. Say who, then I fly. That's a little bit creepy how they did that dude like wrapping around the pole. Say who, I may fly. You say who, then I fly. 난 넓을 수 있게 날아줄게 한가운데 시력을 위해 꼭 지참한 선글라스 올려보면 눈부셔 고소공포 하나 또 안 모셔. Such an interesting group to this. Little sing rap. 구름을 골라타 간만에 한바탕 싹 어질러볼까. 빙글빙글은 나는 홀씨 하나가 Meow milk. You say who, may fly. You say who, then I'll fly. You say who, and I'll fly. Okay. So verse 2 was I'll fly in the center for everyone to see. Sorry about that. Watch your sight, better bring your sunglasses. So flying in the center for everyone to see is still being in the center of the spotlight, being, the focus of attention, but also remember at the very end of the first verse she said leader lit leader. So being the center is also, think of like a K-pop group. The center is not always the leader, but a lot of times they are. That's actually probably a bad example, but the point is, if she's the center of attention, she's the one leading everybody. And then the watch your sight, better bring your sunglasses, obviously flying high into the sky. And I think it actually mentions this a couple lines from now. And you're not supposed to look into the sun. Shit will blind you. I had a friend who did that as a kid. He didn't get blind, but, he saw stars for a while, and it wasn't nighttime. The sky above is blinding, but I'm not afraid of heights at all. I definitely am. I am terrified. I am a little baby when it comes to heights. Unless I'm, like, in a plane. Then it doesn't affect me. I'll fly so close to the scorching sun, which reminds me of the story of Icarus. But then it says, and look down without a care. I'll pick a cloud to sit on and might as well cause a ruckus just for fun. So I might as well just like stir things up for giggles. But this whole part about, flying too close to the sun, the story of Icarus is that, he got wings, he could fly, but the wings weren't like real. They were handmade by his father, I believe. And when he flew too close to the sun, the wings melted and he fell to the earth and died. But in this case, she's flying close to the sun, but it's not a bad thing, right? She's being ensconced in light and carefreeness and, just floating amongst the clouds. Then the pre-chorus, I'm a spore spinning round and round, riding the brisk wind. Same thing I talked about earlier, where, just letting the wind carry you where it may, not having a necessary, like, agenda in mind. Fly high to bloom if anyone asks how I'm doing. Send them the news she has become a spore. And then we get that chorus again. Then all these people are spores again. Yep, now the kids are too. Ironically, she's the only one who isn't right now. I think that's supposed to be her. It's like a kite. All right, we'll watch whatever's coming next here, but the bridge was just and then the outro. The road ahead won't be easy. She's fine with that. We talked about that at the very beginning. But I won't fuss about it. See, told you I should have read the next line. This was my choice. It always has been. So, yeah, she's really letting you know exactly what she meant by that second line in the song. The odds of it being easy are 0. So, again, we're not doing things the easy way. We're doing things that are fulfilling. And if it's something worth doing, it's something worth doing right. But the things that are worth doing right aren't always the easy things to do. I'll leave everything I have left to you. Wish you all good luck. She's like, I am peacing out. Y'all can stick around. I am out. I'll even bother to say goodbye. May God be with you. See ya. She was like, this living amongst the peasants thing, this for the birds. I'm out of here, bro. I'm off to find a better path my own way. And then the kite gets set free here at the end too, which of course represents her. Okay, less of a kite, more of a giant balloon. This shot right here is almost like a metaphor of her carrying her baggage with her to an extent. Like, it's not part of her, but it still follows her in the distant, somewhere in the past, essentially, or behind her. Because remember, we saw at the beginning she had this cart, and I didn't notice it at first, but let's see if this is where it is. She's gonna push it away. Wait, I think, yeah, right here. See, then it spins around, and it comes right back. Now it's just circling her. but in the final shot, we see it like trailing her. So it's like she's kind of broken free of its orbit almost, but it's still part of who she is. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to represent, but that's what it says to me. So, all right, guys, that was the breakdown for the music video of Holssi from IU. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you did, then please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell to enable your notifications. And yeah, I appreciate you, Pops, for all your support and, of course, for the request. If you guys want to get requests done here on the channel, there's two ways to do that. You can either become a Patreon subscriber, subs over there. Shout out to you guys for all your support. They get guaranteed prioritized requests every month, and they get access to content I can't put here on the channel. And then the other way to do that, if you don't want to go through Patreon, is there is a link to PayPal in the description below, and there's instructions there on how to use it. So feel free to check that out and follow along with any of that. But thanks for being here, and I will catch you guys a little bit later for the next video. Take care, everybody.